Hey everybody, welcome to Hunters Connect. In this video we're going to be talking about how to cook wild game steaks. So for this video I'm going to be cooking a rump roast from a mule deer that I shot in Montana a couple falls back. And I'm going to be doing it on a charcoal grill. Now this would work with a propane grill, or you can do it with an oven and a cast iron skillet. The same principles apply. But I'm just going to go through how I cook a steak and just an easy go-to method for cooking wild game meat. So first thing is take the meat out of the refrigerator and let it warm up to room temperature. So take it out maybe an hour before you plan on actually grilling. And you're going to want to make sure you trim all the silver skin away. And I've already done that for this piece of meat here. And if you're using a grill, you want to set it up for direct and indirect heating. So you're going to be able to cook on direct heat for part of the time to get a sear, and then you're going to be able to cook on the side that doesn't have the direct heat to raise the internal temperature the majority of the way. So I'm gonna just coat the meat in a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to use kosher salt, black pepper, and garlic powder and coat the outside of the meat pretty liberally. It's only going to be on the outer edges. It's obviously not getting into the meat, so you're going to be putting a good amount of seasoning on it. And I use this meat thermometer, so I'm just gonna put the probe into the thickest cut of meat so that I can just monitor the temperature the entire time. Alright, so once my meat's ready to go, I'm gonna fire up my grill, get it super hot. So I'm gonna get my charcoals going really hot, and then I'm gonna pour them on one side of the grill. So this allows for direct heat, and then the other side of the grill that doesn't have the charcoal can be the indirect heat. So I'll use the direct for searing, and then I'll use the indirect as you would like an oven or a smoker, just indirect heat. So you can do this a couple different ways. You can either sear it first and then put it on the indirect heat and take it all the way up to the temperature you want. Or you can do reverse. So you start cooking it on indirect heat and bring it up the majority of the way, and then you finish it by searing it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's called the reverse sear. That's my go-to. So I'm gonna start by taking my meat, putting the thermometer into it, and putting it on that indirect side. Once the internal temp of the meat has risen the majority of the way, then I'm gonna take it off and get the grill as hot as possible. So I'm gonna open all the air vents, and I'm gonna place the meat right on top of the charcoal to get direct heat for a good sear. So I'm going to sear it on all sides, and I personally like to add a little bit of butter as I'm searing it. And then once it's reached 5 degrees less than the finished desired temperature, I'm going to pull it off and let it rest. Because when it's resting, it's still going to rise probably 5 to 8 degrees when it's not even on the grill. Resting allows the juices to be reabsorbed into the meat so that when you cut through it, you don't get juices and blood all over your plate. Alright, so once you've let your meat rest for 5 to 10 minutes, now you're ready to slice in and enjoy. Alright, thanks for watching this video on Hunters Connect. Please make sure to subscribe and check out all the other content we have here for the new hunter.